Accidentally clicked the wrong button. That wasn't supposed to happen. There we go. So we'll start the stream early then. Cool. Supposed to be in studio mode. Good one. So here we go. Wednesday night in warmish Melbourne. Hope everybody's good. Hope everyone's well. And this is the first. I think this is the first solo MDA stream. So here we go. Hopefully the sounds and all okay, and you know we'll watch it back later and see how we go. So I'm on the ground here in Dublin. I'm not sure what give it away. I'm not sure if it was the Aer Lingus plane or if it's the absolute normality of the greyness of the Irish backdrop there. Absolutely shocking. so we are on live time, and I'm going to make a pretty educated guess or assumption to say that it is live weather. Yep. So live time, live weather. We want to do a quick A320 Fenix flight from Dublin to Stansted. Stansted's just been updated, so I haven't checked it out yet. I only updated it a few days ago, or it might have been updated a few weeks back, but I only updated a few days ago. So so we're going to check that out. And yeah, hopefully the weather clears up a little bit, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. This is Dublin version 2, and just as I'm moving around here, there may be a few stutters and a few frame rate drops. I don't know why, but I've always had problems in Dublin. Even under version 1, I always had performance issues, even though I'm running a pretty decent setup. The plane pushing back there is because FS traffic is running as well. So I've only got FS traffic on plus multiplayer, and that's pretty much it. All the other AI traffic, etc., is all turned off. So that's why there's traffic and stuff moving around. All right, let's. Okay, so we'll have a quick look at the route before we jump into it, and then we'll jump into it. Into this one. So in the Navigraph, have a quick look. I've already generated a sim brief, which is on a different screen, which I'm now looking at. Okay, so we're going to go from, as I said, from Dublin to. We've got a sit out of Dublin, straight across the water, across I think it's the Isle of Wight, over northern Wales, and then down through the central England, central south England, and then into the Star and the Stansted. So that's the plan, and yeah, we'll see how we go. So all right, so we'll jump in and get started. I'm not gonna start the plane in any particular sequence or order, or proper real world procedures, and do all the tests and all that sort of stuff, because it's a flight sim and who has time for that. So I'm just going to jump in and do the way that I normally do it, which for some people might be a little bit odd, but we'll see how we go. Big boss Robinson's going, why you always do external power first and not the batteries? Habit, it's just pure habit. I do have switches in front of me for the old Cytec switches, so I'll use those as well. And I'm using the Cytec yoke. I've got an instrument panel, radio panels, and the multi-panel, and an X56 Rhino Logitech throttle. So external power's on, batteries on, fuel pump's on, and adheres are on or aligning. Emergency lights on, seatbelt signs, and no smoking on. Nav lights are on. So whilst that's going, we'll get the flight data imported on the tablet. This is the latest version of the Fenix, which I have to say is pretty good. They seem to have fixed a few bugs and added a few things in, which is good. Right, so I'm just going to blitz through this. I'm not going to bother with GSX. I might use GSX to push me back, but that's pretty much about it. I'm not gonna bother with the proper loading or, you know, self-loading cargo and that sort of stuff. I just want to. I just want to do a quick sort of 1 hour flight. So we're running on fast time because we're boarding fast time because the adheres have to align anyway. Shit, what have I missed? I think we might have had a failure here. Avionics on. Yeah, it looks like we've had a. It looks like we've had a bit of an issue. Let's just have a quick look. Make sure the ground power. Yep, it's connected. Oh, that's annoying. So I've had this once or twice in the Fenix, the latest version of the Fenix, where the screens just don't power on. Let's see if we can force start the. No, it's not working. Batteries are on. Yep. We'll just cycle through the power here and see if that does anything. Probably won't. If it doesn't, I'll have to restart. So we'll go batteries. Then external power. No. So there must be. So they've simulated. It looks like the simulated failure because they can see there's a bit of life in the screens. They just haven't booted up. Or in the systems. So it looks like we've got a bit of a system failure. So I think there's a way. I think there's a way on the tablet to use maintenance or something, or maybe I'm thinking of another plane. Let's see. Nope. Okay. All right. I'll do a quick restart. See if that fixes it. Clear these off. See what happens here. The screen that you're looking at, by the way, is Stripper. It's I think it's available on. I think it was on Orbex. It's pretty good. It gives you the loading percentage and shows you your. It's actually integrated with SimBrief, so you can see where you're flying from and to, which is pretty cool. I hope this works because we might have to go back out and in again. So what I might do is we'll do the top first. Just change the sequence a little bit. See if that works. Import. Up overhead. We'll go batteries first this time. I'll knock them on here and avionics on as well. External power on. Let's give that a moment. No, we've got the same issue. Let's give it a minute, but I think it's stuffed. That's okay. If that's the case, then we'll just load out to the main menu and go back in again. I'm pretty sure that's. I don't know how to fix it otherwise, so I'm pretty sure that's the only way of doing it. All right, we'll jump out and back in. See what happens. Phone's going. So I had this before, not that long ago. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only way I fixed it was going back out or in and back out, or back out and in. And I've also had some strange failures in the Fenix. as well, especially when you're using GSX. Like, it's supposed to be all integrated, but it's really not. Or what about Dublin? Oh, EIDW, not the EIDW. There we go. Dublin, and I think it was on this side here. The reason why I was over here is because I actually took off this gate here. It was a small. No, it must have been this one. Yep. So I took off in the real world a few weeks back from that gate to fly from Ireland to Australia. Got off. I was back in Ireland for a couple of weeks. The Stansted version that I've got is the AnyBuilds Stansted version. I've only seen I think I've only been to the AnyBuilds one once. I haven't seen the latest one yet, or the update. In fact, I'm pretty sure I didn't see the last update either. So it'll be good to go and check it out. I might do a flight. I might head out and head back, depending on the time. We'll see how we go. Right, there we go. Back into grey and rainy Dublin. Alright, let's see. So, up overhead, external power on, batteries on, fuel pumps on, and then Adair's one. I know you're supposed to let that extinguish and wait, but I'm impatient. Still nothing. What is going on? Let's see. I got the Fenix app on. Yep, I tell you. This is a bit mad, isn't it? You normally get the green boot up screen. Back up overhead. No, I'm lost. Not sure. I think we might have to change this to the Boeing. There's no way you would have to shut the sim down and load back in. Like, that wouldn't make any sense. Just make sure the ground power don't. Oh, so it wouldn't connect it otherwise, yeah. No, okay, don't have time for that, so we'll go and let's change to the Boeing. So I'll update the description. So we'll do a 737-800 flight instead. Brilliant. Okay. Right. 737-800. And given that we're going to Stansted, we should probably do Ryanair because it's one of their hubs. And also, Ryanair don't fly. I'm not really sure. I think there are terminals over here in Dublin. We'll go out of here, sure. Whoops, wrong one. Given that they don't fly, they only fly 737-800s, then that sort of makes sense. Right, back to rainy Dublin we go. We'll get to London at some point. Right, let's see. Right, back to rainy Dublin. I'll just give it a minute to load in before I start moving around. As I say, the performance at Dublin for me has always been a bit terrible. You know what? It's doing that stuttering thing. And it hasn't loaded in any traffic. Oh, it has. Oh my god, what's going on tonight? So, see this stuttering? You get that every now and again. Well, I get that every now and again. See, every couple of seconds, every second or so. And it doesn't go away. The only way of getting rid of it is by restarting the sim, so that's what we're going to do now. We'll get off the ground eventually, huh? Okay, let's blitz through this quickly. Give us a moment. Get this sorted. Right, up it comes. I'll give it a few minutes. Well, the good news is that you know, the loading time on Microsoft Flight Sim is rapid, super fast. Won't have long to wait. Okay, that's good. Let's see, what song's this? Not really loading screen music, is it? See if I can find something else here. See what this is. Hello. I think I've got about maybe 400 or 500. Actually, let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. In my community folder, quite a number of files. So it does take a little while for this to load in for me. I would say 400 or 500. Is it 400 or 500 add-ons? So I'll just look at it now. Well, it's still going. $558 gig worth of add-ons. It's probably not as much as many people like, but it's obviously, you know, has a significant impact on your loading time. So just gotta wait. The good thing about Stripper is it tells you the percentage in terms of what's been loaded. The bad thing is it usually freezes at certain points. It always sort of gets stuck. 54% is one, I think 80 something percent is another, depending on whether it's the game load-in or the flight load-in. But it does all these satellite images, and it shows your sim brief. If you've got sim brief generated, it'll generate it here or show you it here and stuff. So something different rather than looking at the generic loading screens, or the same pictures and images over and over again. The problem is it just takes a little while. I'm looking all around me because I've got 4 screens, So I'm using the, like, basically I've got a ultra wide curve, screen in the middle, a wide curved, two wide curves on the peripheries, and then another one over here. So you'll see me looking around me quite a bit. So every now and again that happens with me in terms of, especially, actually, you know what, now I think about it, it happens in Dublin quite a bit too. I don't know what it is about Dublin and the performance. It's always been a bit of a nightmare for me. And I haven't flown out of Dublin quite a while. I always get that sort of stutter, as you know, which is unfortunate. Because once you've got it, it doesn't go away without restarting. Right, here we go. So we'll go same again. PMDG, all good. Ryanair, yep. Let's go Dublin, and we'll jump into, I think it's, yeah, this one will do. We'll get straight in. Just a couple of things I need to get going. So we want to turn on Logitech, and I'll run GSX. I usually use GSX for pushbacks because I do like it for the pushback. I might just do this as a manual pushback. We'll mess around, you know, a little bit. So Simbrief's already done, so that's handy, or at least it's done. Volanta, I use Volanta as well. Is that? Yep, Volanta's done, and so is Navigraph. So we'll jump in and get fired up.
To set parking brakes to request ground services.
Thanks, GSX. So again, from a startup perspective, real world procedures, all that stuff, I'm just going to jump in, start the thing, and then take off. Let's go. I do like to do the self-loading cargo and, you know, do the whole, that sort of thing, but do a bit of an immersive one, but like by the time you get going, it's 45 minutes, and I mean, not that this has been quick, but oh, look at the lovely weather. You know. Okay, let's give it a moment just to jump in. Let's hope that this is a bit better. Looks better, sounds better, much better. Still a slight drop though, right, in the frames, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. Alright, we're looking good. Weather looks terrible. Perfect Irish summer right there. Or spring. Or autumn. Yeah. Autumn. Okay. Alright, so in the PMDG then, I think I always turn that panel up. It was the ground power connected, I think it was. Yeah, it was. Okay, so going to set the fuel. Fuel's 5.1, let's go 5.2. And then I just do a random on the payload, even though I shouldn't, but I'll just make sure it's not above the actual payload, which it's not, so that's fine. Hit it again, that'll do. So I always forget to do that, so I usually do it first. Right, battery on and emergency lights on, emergency power on. I'll do it in a moment. Seatbelt signs on, fuel pumps on, start the APU. Up to the IRS, stick them to a line, and then we'll jump down to the FMC. At this point I'll do the switches. Doesn't really matter, they're not connected to the plane for this at the moment, so that's okay. Alright, so we're going to position. So we're at Echo India Delta Whiskey. Put that in. Copy our GPS into our IRS position, set that. Paste our origin, and we're going to Echo Golf Sierra Sierra, which is Stansted. Taking off out of runway 10 right. That's the new runway. and then we're going to do departure arrival. So departure, I'm not going to program the route in through the route page. I'm just going to go SID to star and then join it up, just for the purposes of time and everything else. And it is quite a short flight, so we should be fine. Okay, ND1E is our SID. We'll activate that and we'll stick the star in. We're landing on ILS 22, and our star is, I think it's this one, list 1L. Oops. And there's no transition listed, so it's fine. Execute that. Okay, all good. Go to the legs page, clear any discontinuities. There's 2 there. That should be it. Initialization, so 0 fuel weight calculated, 5.2 on the fuel. Cruising altitude 35,000. Reserves go, it's actually 0.1, but we'll just go 1. And cost index is 28. Execute that. Winds 211.59. Over to takeoff. I'm just going to skip the whoops. Nope. Just going to skip the climb out rates. 5 for flaps. Calculate V speeds. Trim 439. And we'll take a guess on the trim, which is probably about there. Okay. What else? We'll bring that light down. Don't like that light. Hit the B for barometer. Okay, so MCP. So I actually want to go overhead for a moment. So 35,000 feet on the barometric, or on the pressurization panel. I'm just going to check and see if you're using. I'm just going to check with Stansted here, see if they have a what their runway altitude is. Let's take off. Oh, I'm looking for taxi. Oh, you should be okay. So we're landing on runway 22. What's 4? Alright, so the elevation's 348, so let's go, oops. So let's go 350. Bingo. Okay, excellent. Generators, or APU gen, power switch over. Oil damper on. Probes, window heat on. We'll put the logo light on, given it's, you know, pissing down rain. What's next? MCP. Over altitude 350. And then flight director's on. I usually knock the terrain on. Alright, we're good to go. So, how quickly do I outside? Alright, so I'm not going to use GSX for pushback, I'm just going to push straight back, and then I think we're taking off. I'm pretty sure we're, I'm pretty sure it's 10 right's the other side, isn't it? Yep. We couldn't be further away from 10 right, perfect. But, you know what, that's fine. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of the GPU. And the chocks, so down to FMC. See you later. Good luck. I'm going to knock the beacon on, and I'm going to start up. I'm going to start the pushback. So Shift P will do. Here he comes. Beacon's on. I'm going to start up the engine number 1 as well. So APU bleed coming on. Engine 2. Engine 2 to start. And we'll just keep an eye on it. Up it comes. And I'll release parking brake and start pushing back. There we go, 20% fuel in. Start up engine number 1. It's the first time I've used the Ryanair livery and flown the 737-800 in a little while, I think. I'm used to flying the 700. So it'll be an interesting one to see how we go with this. Right, fuel coming in on engine number 1. And we'll just give that a few moments. See the way it's a bit stuttery, see that? It'll come good, like it's just doubling. It's not too bad, you know. It's a little bit smooth. I'm not sure why he's stopping there, but that's hit the brakes here, hang on. Default toggle's terrible. I'm actually gonna do a left hand turn, given that, you know, he completely stuffed that up on me. Thank you, mate. Well done. And off he goes. Alright, engine starting up. So wait for those to come over. Done. Alright, over to generator or engine power. Electrical pumps or hydraulic pumps coming on. Packs coming on. Valve closed. APU bleed off. APU coming off. Taxi lights on. And turn lights on. Just a quick check overhead. I think everything's good. There may be, is there a flight recorder? Is that on? Looks okay. Alright. RTO reject to take off for the brakes. Alright, good to go. Park and brake off. Park coming in. We're going to do a left hand turn. Because I think that pole is in the way. Yes it is. So we'll do a left hand turn. Get the power firing in here. Hopefully we don't hit the other plane. I'm not really sure why there's a globe master here, but there we go. At FS traffic. I'm sure I don't have it configured correctly. But no, that's alright. Okay, did we hit the plane? No, we didn't. Good. Alright, we'll just keep going around and then we'll head off. So in terms of taxi, I know you can't see my screen, but basically we're gonna go we're gonna leave the north apron, which is what we're on. And we're gonna get to what looks like Foxtrot Outer. We'll travel down, not this way we won't. Slow down. We'll travel down the main apron, Foxtrot 322, cross onto Echo, and then sorry, I'm really not watching where I'm going. I've turned the wrong way, haven't I? I guess I have. In fact, you know what? We're gonna make an executive decision here. Instead of tracking the whole way across the 10 right, I'm just gonna go from 10 left. It'll be much easier. So, left turn on November, cross runway, on the mic, and then in November 7, and up we go. So landing lights coming on, strobe lights coming on for the runway. And I think I'll just leave them on for the taxi. Flaps, 1, 2, 5 on the flaps. And they should be traveling. Absolutely hammering it here, it's a class. Looks good, doesn't it? Alright. There we go. Dope. The state of that weather. It's absolutely shocking. You know what though? See, to be honest with you, especially for the sim, it does make it more interesting rather than just clear blue skies. Like if you're flying over Dubai and you know out in the Middle East and stuff, it's pretty boring, you know. There's no clouds or nothing. Whereas at least you get a bit of variety here. Right, what's next? I think that's everything. Auto throttle on. And take off. Obviously I'm not using ATC because it's rubbish. So, yep, this is just a quick flight. assuming no one's coming. Doesn't look like it. Alright, we're good. Here we go. Lined up, center line. Park coming. Doors. What? What door? Why have I got a master caution on doors? I might have missed something. Let's toga, see what happens. Doors. Check the rotate. Oh. Jesus. I actually tail strike the bloody 737. You gotta be kidding me. Gear up. I'm really not sure what happened. Oh my god. I'm really not sure what happened there. Anyway. Right. Okay, autopilot's on. Flaps up. Projected take or brakes back to off. Gear lever to off. I want to just check. I've got that door. First of all, is it as obvious as going and checking the doors in here? Closed, closed, closed. All closed. Legs, right? Just check the pressurization. Confused. Oh, my turn lights off? No idea. Oh. You know what I forgot? TCAS. TCAS. Don't know why I got that warning. It's a bit odd. Well, I don't think we'll worry too much about it. What I will do... Right, let's see if... Alright, let's do this. Let me see, let me just fix something here for a second. Restriction. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's do this. It looks like we're flying into the abyss. Like it's just at the clouds. Unbelievable. Cool. I was hoping for a little bit of, you know, coming up out of the clouds, breaking into the sunshine. Didn't happen, did it? That's alright. Alright, I think we've got my lights off. Taxi lights off. I think they were already off, that's good. Fuel pumps are good. Still climbing up to 35,000 from 18,000. And everything else is all good, yeah. I think we're gonna sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, as they say. Jump over to standard, past transition height. Or transition altitude. The oil PMDG is pretty good, like I know. I'm looking forward to the next iteration of the next plane from PMDG, whether it's the 757, 747, sorry, the 777, or the 747. Really looking forward to that. I think it's Bluebird Simulations doing the 757. I'm looking forward to that too, actually. Should be good. These guys, Zapier sauce. So let's have a look. Okay, it's top of sense, less than 90 miles away, so it's gonna be a short and sharp kind of flight. Got a pretty hefty crosswind. Days. So not much to do at the moment. This is usually the time where I sit and watch TV, as in the TV that's in front of me. But instead, I'm, you know, talking to myself. This is a bit mad, really. Still no sign of the clouds breaking up. I never actually looked at the METAR. Let's have a wee look. See what the ceiling height is. I need to highlight this layer. Actually, I'll bring it up. Alright, here we go. So, let's see. METAR. We'll go look at Dublin's METAR because we'll look at Stansted because we're found that way. So it looks like the visibility is clear. Visibility, broken clouds at 3,000, scattered at 1,000, so it's going to clear up shortly. You can tell it's getting brighter. Weather, so Dublin, visibility 4,000 meters. On the ground maybe. Jesus. 17 knot crosswind and winds gusting. 30. Yep. Few clouds at 400, broken to 600. That's not what we saw. It's been what? Oh, see, yeah. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Ceiling 3,000 feet. Okay. Well, hopefully it clears up. But look. I don't think it's getting much better. Not sure. Oh, it's getting a little bit better. A little bit better. You can see a bit of definition in the clouds now, so that helps. We're approaching top of cruise. There you are, so you can see the definition in the clouds. Like. Oh, excuse me. It's getting late. Yeah, it's a bit better there, look. See what it looks like outside now. Finally, blue sky, and I'm willing to bet we're at the top of descent. Typical, huh? Look at that. Finally, blue sky. Yep, there we go. Top of descent. Or no, that's top of climb, is it? No, it's top of climb. That's not too bad. Look at this. Bit of blue sky coming in. There we go. Our PMDG. Brilliant, aren't it? Look at that. Nice livery too. Let's see. I guess slowed the sim down there by mistake. That's alright. I think I fixed it. Yeah. Oh, big stutter. Right. So let's see. So we are just under 50 miles away from top of descent. So let's have a look at our. Let's have a look at our arrival. Okay, so we're going to Stansted, runway 22. Let's have a look at that. So runway 22. Here we go. Alright, so we're going. I'll leave it on the map actually. Alright, so 2,500 feet we want. We want to tune our radio to 110.5, which it is. And our course to 222, so I'll do that now. So I'm just using the panels in front of me to do that. So the panels I've got in front of me are making that change. So 222, and we want our altitude to be set to, I think it was 2,500. Oops, what's heading? Altitude, 2,500. And the radio is 110.5. 110.5, okay. Right, done. So that's good. So our VNav should just take us down nicely. There's a blue sky now, look at that. Just above the clouds. Did I read that as... It said the cloud scene was 3,100 feet. Maybe, did it mean 31,000 feet? Did I read it wrong? In the METAR? No, it says 3,300 feet AGL. Right. What if that must be the bottom of the clouds. Invisibility. A ground, yeah, okay. I don't think I'm reading it right. Let's have a quick look over here. Let's see. Okay, beauty. So that's good. Sorry, I'm sure that was way too loud. I was adding the music in just as I was sitting here, and I didn't have the monitor on, so yep, rookie mistakes, huh? So okay, so let's see. I'm just looking at the time, so it's 9:10 at night. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I was just thinking, should I do a return flight or not? Probably not. Probably not. But we'll do plenty of streaming over the weekend. I've got lots of flights, lots of long flights to do over the weekend. I'm just using today as a bit of a test, especially to test the audio levels and stuff, and make sure that the music's not too loud and the game audio is not too loud, and you can hear me clearly, and you know, all that stuff that you gotta do. So I think it's okay, but who knows? Who knows? Right, we've just entered our star. Just over the border of... Actually, I think that's... Excuse me. I think that's, Chester? Just south of Manchester? Chester? The entry to the star is... Well, so just south of Manchester anyway. No, yep. There we go, top of descent. Beauty. Good to see the it's interesting. You go to different areas and you've got like London's mad for multiplayer. It really is. Like, it's amazing the closer to London you get, the more people pop up. It's brilliant. Like, I mean, it's fairly obvious it's one of the main global hubs, but you know, it's still a bit mad. Especially the Southeast Asian server too. So you know, you would expect there to be, well, there is supposed to be less traffic on it, but who knows? It's definitely getting busier, I've noticed. Boeing Captain Cinnamon Ink. Simple fix, that's a good one. So the gate we were trying to take off from in Dublin in the A320, it didn't work. It's that was the gate that I departed from 2 weeks ago when I was flying back from Ireland. Oh, and I went. Oh, excuse me. I went from Dublin to London, Heathrow. And then Heathrow to Melbourne via Perth. 17-hour flight to Perth and then another 4 or 5 hours to Melbourne. 4 hours it was. So we took the A321, as in the real world A321, with Aer Lingus across to London, and then the 7879 to Perth, and then a 737 from Perth to Melbourne. That was the 737-800 too as well. Actually, that's the standard Qantas. The standard Qantas plane. Yeah, the 737-800, or for the regional smaller routes, they've got a 717, and they've also got Dash 8s in Qantas Link. We've got a couple of A330s and 787s as well, and A380s. So we're flying on an A380 in 2 weeks' time. We're heading from Melbourne to LA. We've got to do a 737 flight from Melbourne to Sydney, A380 flight from Sydney to LA, which is about 14 hours, and then I think it's a 737 again from LA to Las Vegas. Let's check that actually. Should tell me on my ticket. Let's have a look. Let's see. Qantas. Here we go. So it's it's an A321. Oh no, hang on. So Melbourne. Oh, hang on, let me bring this over here. So Melbourne to Sydney. Melbourne to Sydney on the 737. Sydney to LA on the A380. LA to Las Vegas 737. That's an American Airlines flight. And then the way back it's an A321 Neo with American Airlines. And then a 787-9 from LA to Melbourne. So that'll be about 15 hours of flight. 14 or 15 hours. And then that'll do. I think that'll be me done traveling for the year. Considering I've done quite a bit, I'll do a lot of traveling for work and stuff as well. So that's plenty for this year, I think. Well, at least until Christmas time, anyway. At least until Christmas time. Actually, no, telling a lie. I have to go to the Gold Coast the first weekend of November. So, yep, there we go. Let's see, we're descending nicely through 24,000 feet. Speed's good, everything's good, weather's clearing up. It'll probably be a lovely flight, or a lovely return flight. I'll just actually, you know what? We've got time for one more. I might as well take the opportunity just to play a little music. I haven't set up any custom views or anything. We'll do a lot later. But I just want to take the opportunity to test some of the stuff out. So let's try. Where's number 2? Let's try number 2. I don't have it on here. Hang on. Let's try number 2. See what this does. Oh no, my mistake. Wrong one. Yeah, it's not bad. Happy with that. So much better when there's broken clouds like that and a little bit of sort of different contrasts, you know, throughout the scenery and stuff. So much better. Right, let's hit the barrow. All good. I think I'll make this my only flight tonight because yeah, I'm pretty tired now at this point. An all day working on that. Everyone's looking well. So alright, we're cruising in. So I think we're gonna go down and do a left hand turn. It's almost as if it's a, I think that's what we're doing. It's almost like it's a, no, hang on, that's not right. Yeah, that's right. What's it doing? We'll follow it and see what happens. Follow it and see how we go. So let me see. Oh yeah. So here we go. Looks like we're coming down into London. Right. Let's take a little bit of music on just while we're coming in, just in the background. Not that one. We put on. I'll add on something else. Let's see. I'm gonna put in. We'll add in No, I don't like any of those. I'm just searching for a tune, but I don't like any of those. I think what I'll do is I'll just go back to the other folder. See how this goes. Ah, I've done it again. I keep doing that. It auto starts. The problem is it auto starts on me as soon as I save it in. So apologies. Try that again. In fact, you know what I can do? I might just do something for a little bit of fun here. Let's see. Scroll down a little bit. See how it sounds. See what that sounds like. Right, time for landing lights coming on. Seatbelt signs are on auto, so that's fine. Really weird hearing the song at that tempo. That's mad. That's mad. It's mad. It's mad. Right. There we go. What an approach. Sure, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Right, let's fire that back up. So we can move around a little bit quicker. It's better. Good positions. Try something over. So much more detail in the UK and like more populated areas like Europe and that sort of thing. compared to like it was a low. I did a flight the other day in the Middle East, and there's just a massive difference. It's huge. Just want to check the legs here, make sure there's no discontinuities. Yeah. Right, I think we should, once we do this turn, we'll start deploying the flaps. As we are starting to slow down a good bit. And then get ready for our arrival. This is some approaching them. Mad. Mental. Oh, the username was Simple Flicks, not Fix. I thought it was Simple Fix. Boston BB65, right? Alright, part coming back. It's good. Let's go flaps 1 for the moment. It looks like we're going to do a pretty sharp right hand turn here, so and the feather, I'll be just, I think I'm just outside the feather, so it's going to be interesting. Alright. Speed brake coming out. Degree flaps. Speed coming down nicely. Coming up on the turn. So, Ryan, I think Stansted's a Ryanair hub, as far as I know. So it'll be good to. Hopefully, we don't have any stutters on the way in. Let me just check that. Stansted. Ryanair. I'm not sure what was the spell. Stansted, Ryanair flights. The Ryanair flight from Stansted, flying from the. Yep, yeah they do, there you go. Very good. So the arrival's pretty much set up, speed's coming down, we're way above profile, well we're a little bit above profile, it's not too bad, it's catching up, so it's good. We're pretty much good to go, make the turn. We'll maybe do another notch of flaps, drop the gear, land the plane, well, continue on down with the flaps, land the plane, and celebrate a grand success. I wonder if everybody's gonna clap on the American Airlines flight in a couple of weeks' time. I hope they do. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain, and I think it was an Aer Lingus flight in 2010. I flew from Dublin to Boston, and I'm almost certain about half the plane clapped, and almost everyone clapped on a Virgin Atlantic flight when I was going from JFK to London. I hope that's still a thing. I really do. I really hope that's still a thing. But they don't do it in Australia, they don't do it in Ireland, they don't do it in the UK, they don't do it going to Europe, you know what I mean? Like, I hope that's a thing. That'll be fun. Oh, there's a runway there, look. Alright, speed brake back in. Let's go natural flaps, gear down. Let's mark our approach, or knock our approach mode on. I think I've just captured it. Bring our speed back to about 140, 150, 147. We'll let the plane line itself up, and then we'll go brake. Let's go max auto brakes. Actually, yeah, go 3. No, go max. And plane's lined up nicely. We want to go another natural flaps. So we're at flaps 15. We're currently about 7 miles out, 6 miles out. Flaps 20. Was it 25 or 20? Flaps 25. Flaps 25. We'll knock our taxi lights on. Flaps 35, plus 30, and then 40. So we're looking pretty good. I can see the poppy lights were 2 white, 2 red. Oh, yep, 2 white, 2 red. That's 40, that's us. So we should just cruise down to the runway. Looking good. Jesus, look at that crosswind. It's almost a 30 knot crosswind. Holy sh... I was wondering why we're sideways. That's gonna be an interesting one. Alright. Let's have a bit of fun, shall we? So my aircraft and a 20 knot crosswind. It's just over. It's actually getting better. Right. So I'm flying manually. I'm using the yoke, by the way. It's a Zytec yoke. So here we go. Let's see how we go. Power up. I don't have to use rudders here. Bit lower. A little bit of a stutter coming in. I expect a few stutters, but it should clear up. So I usually get a few stutters when I'm coming into custom scenery, but it normally clears up. So far so good. It's actually pretty smooth. I mean, it's not too bad. It's probably sitting at around, must be 80 frames per second at least. Just a little bit too low. I'm just staying slightly left of center here because at 20, it's down to 20 knots now. 18 knots, so it's not too bad.
Light slow.
Yes,
Light
yes.
slow.
I think we're okay. I'm gonna take my time when I get down there to make sure I get a smooth enough landing. So it is pushing me off. It's pushed me off a little bit, but I think I've got it. Here we go.
50.
I'm just gonna keep the speed where it is.
30. 20. 10.
Hold the nose. I missed it. Try it again. Hold the nose. Drop the far. Hold the nose. Get down. Bang. Yeah, disaster. Well, I'm getting a clap. I'm getting a clap. Whoa, look at this. I'm getting a clap. Reversers. I don't think the auto brake wasn't working. That's it now. Let's come off the auto brake. Reversers back. Speed brake stowed. Flaps up. A little bit of power coming in for the. Okay, so flow give me for the taxi. Flow give me a 279 or something like that. Landing rate monitor give me 90. Explain that to me. 90 feet per 90 feet. Don't know. Landing lights off. Strobe lights off. Oh, one way around. Hang on. Go back on. Let me just check something here, because sometimes the strobes get stuck. Yep. So strobe should be there. Yep. And then the steady navigational lights. Okay, so this is the updated version of Stansted. We're in the wrong side. No, we're not, because the terminal's over there, right? I'll just float down. That's a Qantas plane sitting there. Right, interesting. The Swiss plane. So the taxiways and the signage and all looks pretty good. Runway looks pretty good. Let's turn in here. Auto throttle off. There you go, there's the Ryanair hangar there. Must be maintenance hangar. Performance here is not bad, so it seems to be absolutely fine at the moment. Let's have a look and see how we're doing in performance actually. So according to MSI, we're sitting at 50 frames per second. Not bad considering it's London. And it's custom. 56. Now just bear in mind I've got this capped at 64 frames per second. It just means that the sim isn't chasing down frames, but like that's nice and smooth, you know what I mean? It's no stutter, no issues. 50, yeah, that's fine. So we're taxiing right down the bottom, I think. Not sure what the what that is over here. Looks like cargo warehouse. I've never been to Stansted, even in real life. Like, you see the draw distance is definitely worsened. So what have we got here? FedEx, it's cargo, fire station. Who's that sock? That looks like a, is that Delta? Ah, here we go. So we want to turn in here to the terminal. I think that's a Delta plane. Delta Airlines. Here we go. Let's roll out here a little bit. So the terminal's actually tucked in. Good bit of that. We'll go into the next one. We'll go in the middle. We'll go in the middle. So we've got Delta. Who's that? Latam? Never heard of them. Delta. KLM with those things. Maybe not. I'll turn in here anyway. Who's that there? Looks like oh, Argentina, right? Okay. So I haven't booked a gate. There's an Aer Lingus plane there. Looks like we're gonna hit this guy. Over here. Alright, so we'll go into this one here. Actually, no, we'll go in here beside the Aer Lingus. That's what we'll do. Ryanair and Aer Lingus together. What about that? So that looks like it's this one. We'll knock the taxi lights off, so we don't blind the staff. Oh, hang on, which? I'll be this one here probably. We'll go to this one. Sure, why not? Here we go. Turn. Oh, your monster at me in, look. There he is, look at this here. Look at this dude here. How good's that? Beauty. Good on you, mate. And keep going, and stop. Parking brakes on. I didn't start the APU when I was coming in, so I'll set the chocks and request the ground power. Right, have me at the bottom notch. Yeah, okay. I might actually call for GSX just for fun. We'll park it there. Up overhead. Let's go ground power on, and engines off. Both engines off. And sure, why not? We'll use GSX for deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
Wait for it. Liner, yeah. Hey, happy days. That's good. It's working. Excellent. It's a pity you can't see the passengers through the window. Be good. No. Are we gonna open this thing up or not? So that's how we look at that one. How we look at Stansted, let's see.
Passengers deboarding starting.
So this is any builds. Any builds are just amazing. It looks alright. See, is it model? It's a hotel? Don't think so. See, I want to see if the terminal is model. Yeah, it looks like it is. So there, as I say, I've never been to Stansted. It'll be interesting to see what way it looks. This is obviously security. No, it's not really modeled, is it? No, it's not modeled. Half modeled. Yeah. There you go, departures. Very good. I think that's the door. Yep. There's Ryanair there, look. Very good. Yeah, cool. Arrive at the time specified by your airline. Okay. What else we got? So it's Ryanair. Out of here. We've got Jet 2. Looks like generic. That's pretty much it. So Stansted, is Stansted an international or regional airport? I'm not really sure. Look at this plane out here. This rocket. There's the American Airlines flight there. Well, what's wrong with you? Ah, thank you. That's better. That's an Australian Border Force plane in London. Yeah, okay, very good. Were they moving, those people? I don't think they were. No, they're not. Alright, we'll head over to... Sorry, I keep banging the mic. We'll head over to... back to the plane. Where's our plane? Where do we park? Ah, here we are here. We're getting unloaded. Oh, the beacon's still on. There we are, swing around. There we go. And beacon off. That one. There we go. That's it now. Man's doing a good job. So there we go. So that's I'll just turn down GSX a little bit. Yeah, so there we go. So I was Dublin to Stansted. I was supposed to fly in the Fenix A320. That didn't happen. We'll try that next time. So we took the 737, PMDG 737. So we had a few blips, but you know what, the performance and everything else wasn't too bad. I'm pretty happy with the performance here at Stansted. I do remember loading into Stansted on version 1 of the Anybuild Stansted, and it wasn't great. Like, my machine was struggling with it. And this machine shouldn't struggle, but it was. So I'm happy with that. That's good. And yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, it's getting late. All right. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for joining in the flight, and I'll catch you next time.